Good afternoon, very good afternoon. I'm happy to be in this Malaysia World Education Summit to meet you, all the dignitaries who organize this, and all the delegates, and all the presenters who are gathered here across the globe. I welcome you all. Myself, to brief introduction, I'm Dr. S. Selvakumar, IMKT Teacher Training, founder and chairman of Alpha International School, Mysore, Karnataka, India, and I also professor in SKMK College of Education, Mysore, India. Well, now it's a time to think about the schools for the education for the special children's, that too especially in the early childhood education scenario. So, nevertheless, the education system of the early childhood education is success. We can never expect a success in the higher education or in the research field. So it is a day has come to work a lot in the early childhood education. When I talk about early childhood education, the age between 2 to 6 years is the formative years, a formative age in the development of child's, all the sensory aspects, maybe intellectual, maybe social, maybe emotional, maybe physical. Keeping in this view, when the child comes to the school, a teacher has to identify the other abilities. In the reality, when you look after the children, out of every 10 children, 7 to 8 children have some kind of a diverse learning needs. When the children of diverse learning needs are there before us, can we give the same kind of education which all other children are receiving? The question comes. Now, we are going to discuss about the inclusive education. The education for the children who are in need of diverse learning needs and the appropriate environment. So as you know that Dr. Maria Montessori or Froebels or the Indian educationist Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, or every educationist across the globe has always thought a good education for the children will bring ideal citizens of the country and you find a universal peace. Maybe in the last 2 decades, if you go back to 2 decades back, the special children were less given importance. Many places they were neglected. Many places they were rejected from the normal schoolings. The public had a view that the special children are not meant to be productive, either for the family or for the society. So the education for them was given less importance. So, keeping on that view, some schools denied the admissions whenever a child with the special needs approached. And some schools even discouraged the education for the special children. In that scenario, so many movements formed to have right to have education, because as a humanitarian, every child has a right to get educated, irrespective of their diverse learning needs. This point was put in front of every discussions, every policies came. Then on started some kind of education system for the children of special needs. So initially they had a system of education called segregation education, where the children of special needs or diverse learning needs were put in a separate classrooms, in a separate boundary, and call them as segregated children or segregated education. But over a period of time, after 2000, in the last 2 decades, even that was not given a right approach to give a segregated education for this kind of diverse learning needs children, because education is for all and equal importance to be given for all children. Keeping that view, the term segregated education has been replacing now by the inclusive education, where every children has to be under one roof to have equal supporting system, a conducive learning atmosphere, so that every child, irrespective of their learning needs, can equally take part in a normal, regular education systems.